Hello people, coming to you from quite a nice, fresh, beautiful day in the English countryside in winter. And this has been, actually want to talk about this topic for a little while, just because it's something that I always get asked, Ryan, how can I do this, or what's the best way to do this, and how can I get to my result quicker? And it's a topic that we actually touched on in my last intensive. As I always say, even coaches have coaches, and in different areas of my life I have different coaches. And there's something that people, unfortunately, it seems like people need, a lot of time people need to learn the hard way before they understand that something doesn't work for them. And my approach is, yes, of course you've got to listen to your body and find out what works for you. But if you've been going through a particular issue, you've been struggling with something, why would you want to learn the hard way when you can learn from someone else? If you see someone step off the pavement and get hit by a car because it didn't look both ways, when you're stepping off the pavement, would you look both ways next time? Would you learn from their mistakes? And this is something that, working with a coach in different areas, whether it be your health or learning a martial art, or maybe even cooking, for example, or whatever it is, building a wall. You wouldn't just go ahead and build a wall, would you? You go to a bricklayer. Why would you go and make the mistake? Because it's going to cost you a lot of money, time, effort, when you could go and learn from someone else. It's a lot cheaper, easier, and less painful to learn from someone else who has already made those mistakes. For my business coach, for example, he tries and tests loads of stuff before he gives it to us, because he then knows what works. He has a formula that works. And it's the same in my game, for example. Health, I know what's well. I went around the world and I was destroyed by the medical industry for 5 years. Listened to them, tried everything they told me. Pills, medications, surgery, injections, pushed from pillar to post, different specialists, consultants, for example. And then when I finally had enough, I actually had to go and find my own way, and it cost me upwards of £30,000 to learn what I know. Different countries, travelling. And when people come to me, with a problem, that I'm going to give them the solution to that without them having to do all that travelling, taking all that expense. Our programs are not even a tenth of what it cost me to know and go and learn. And so that's the question I always like to ask people. Always comes up, why wouldn't you learn from someone else who's already made those mistakes, had the experience? Learning from someone else's mistakes is a much easier, much more cost-effective, less stressful experience than having to go through it yourself and wasting. One thing you can't get back is time. And there's so many avenues that I went down when I was learning that it didn't work, and it cost me not only money but time. And that's the one commodity you can't get back, right? So why would you go through all this pain and effort and trauma if you didn't have to? I think it's a huge point, and I do get it. Unfortunately, I see so many posts and people writing different articles about things and holding on to beliefs and dogmas that ultimately are going to probably cause them a lot of issues down the line. And sometimes you have to go through that, which is fine. Everyone's on their own journey. But if you've been dealing with something for a long period of time and you haven't been able to get through that, and you want a resolution to it, then why wouldn't you seek out someone who's gone through pain and trauma and struggles before, gone through all their experience, gone through lots of different experiences, had lots of different errors and mistakes, different paths, and actually found something that works? It seems like a no-brainer, right, when you think about it. Learning from other people that have made mistakes so you don't have to make them is quite a wise decision. I always say about intelligence and wisdom. Yeah, very, very different. Intelligence can be looking or trying to find something, looking for answers. Wisdom's going to someone who's probably already made those answers, or already found those answers and dealt with a lot of people. So just a little question for today, like the easiest and cheapest way to do stuff, and the way it takes away most of your pain and effort and the trauma, and because when you're trying to find a solution to something, it can be a hard period of your life, especially if it's a health issue. It can put a lot of strain on your job, your relationships with other people and yourself, romantic and professional, as well as even relationships with different people, family members. Financial can cost you a lot of money to try and figure these things out. So the cheapest and easiest way, in my opinion, I found, was go and work with people and listen to people that have already been through it. So yeah, this is just a little quick message. It doesn't have to be with your health, but it could be with anything else as well. If you have been dealing with a health issue and you haven't been able to find the resolution to it, and you'd like to, then you can always send me an inbox or hit me up with an email at ryan@reviveyourself.co, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm gonna have a little chat about how we can help you. But if it's something else, it could be you could be wanting to do a cookery course, or become a joiner, or even learn a martial art or football, whatever it is. Go on, rather than trying to work it out yourself. It is fun sometimes to sit there watching YouTube videos or whatever it is, but go and find an actual coach, someone who can actually guide you through it and cut through all the nonsense is going to be your best bet. Anyway, that's a little message for today. Thanks for the little thumbs up, Susie. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.